Good morning, everyone. This is Kelland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Two Sioux Falls men are facing a long list of charges following gunshots earlier this week.
Police say 21-year-old Aaron Ramos and 18-year-old Quentin Jackson were in a car with two others when someone started shooting at another car that they had followed from the Empire Mall to a West Side trailer park.
We had several witnesses that saw this take place. There were two guys that were hanging out of the car firing guns at the victim's car while they were driving.
Police say the victims didn't know the alleged shooters or why it escalated into shots being fired. Nobody was hurt, but several cars were struck by bullets. A Sioux Falls man who was convicted of rape is back behind bars, accused of another sex crime. The South Dakota Sex Offender Registry says 25-year-old Benjamin Olson raped a 15-year-old in 2021. In that case, he received a 10-year suspended prison sentence, meaning he'd stay out of prison as long as he stayed out of trouble.
He was booked back into jail on Monday afternoon. He's now accused of soliciting a minor and failing to register as a sex offender. Tuesday in court, the judge set his bond at $100,000 cash only. Sioux Falls police say that a couple businesses in the city failed an alcohol compliance check. Authorities say 4 businesses in total were checked.
The two that failed are Mercado on West 11th Street and Park Ridge Gas and Pack on Southwestern Avenue. Employees at both businesses sold alcohol to someone under the age of 21. Both were issued a summons and given a court date. Multiple agencies in the Black Hills were called to help battle a blaze yesterday afternoon. The Rockerville Volunteer Fire Department says it happened in the 24,000 block of Stone Ridge Road just after 2:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Firefighters arriving on scene found a garage on fire with it spreading to a nearby building and into the forest.
Crews on scene faced temperatures in the mid-80s as they stopped the fire from spreading into the forest at less than a quarter acre and prevented further damage to the nearby home. No one was hurt.
Meanwhile, our weather continues to take a toll on area roads, this time causing a section to buckle right during the evening commute. Yesterday, the southbound ramp at Cliff Avenue and I-229 was closed so crews could make necessary repairs. Now, let's send it over to meteorologist Scott Munt for a check of our weather. Could our roads maybe get some relief today?
Not necessarily. Another day with temperatures in the 90s. We'll see what we can do about bringing in some rain-cooled air. That would be nice. Get some rain going in eastern and southeastern Kettleland this afternoon and for the early evening hours. In the meantime, today, temperatures in the 80s and 90s. You know, these scattered showers, thunderstorms will continue through the first half of the weekend. Then we'll watch some cooler weather arrive for Sunday. And we'll have more details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. As we roll into the summer season, it's important for parents to remember just how quickly the inside of a car can heat up.
In just 10 minutes, temperatures can rise 20 degrees.
I would suggest that you just start a habit of really just making sure that you either check your back seat, put something in your back seat, your employee badge, your purse, your laptop bag, something that's going to make you have to actually open the back door of your car and check to make sure there's nothing left in the back seat, including your child.
Bring all valuables and children with you, even if for a short period of time, is recommended. If you see a child left unattended inside a vehicle, safety experts say you should call 911. Rapid City will have a new mayor next month. According to the South Dakota Secretary of State website, Jason Salomon has 32% of the vote, while Laura Armstrong has 30%, with all 25 precincts fully counted.
However, because the votes are within 2%, a recount is possible. Current Mayor Steve Allender didn't seek re-election. He was the city's 58th mayor and had served since 2015. Meanwhile, money for athletic facilities and selling lake properties were two issues voters in Mitchell passed on Tuesday. Money for school athletic facilities passed by a vote of just shy of 2,900 to 634. The Mitchell School District will have a $17 million bond for financing school facilities, including a new high school gym and locker rooms.
Meanwhile, the initiated measure to remove parkland designation from 88 city-owned properties located on Lake Mitchell passed by a vote a little over 1,600 votes to just under 1,300 votes. The city sent a resolution saying the proceeds from the property sales would go to the Lake Mitchell Fund to be used for Lake Mitchell improvements. Underground pipelines that carry hazardous materials in Minnehaha County will need to be 330 feet from homes, businesses, and churches. That decision came from the Minnehaha County Commission yesterday morning.
Farmers impacted by the pipeline wanted a 750-foot buffer, which was recommended by the Planning Commission. However, 3 of the 5 commissioners felt the 330-foot buffer is adequate because it's supported by federal guidelines.
Very disappointed with the decision. We were hoping for a higher setback than 330. Basically, I guess, to promote intelligent land use with the county. You know, these 2 pipelines are going to be going around both sides of Minnehaha County.
The pipelines would transport carbon dioxide produced by ethanol plants to underground storage areas in Illinois and North Dakota. The pipeline permits are scheduled to go before the State Public Utilities Commission in late July and mid-September.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather update today will be scanning the skies for some rain chances. We've actually started the day with some showers over here east of Worthington. The thinking is that this little axis of instability right here near I-29, maybe a little west, a little east, it's kind of variable based on some of the brand new data, but it appears that the scenario is these little spots on radar, these scattered thunderstorms will take away number one. They're going to be bigger today. There's going to actually be some starch in the air, and so the thinking is we'll catch some good downpours in spots. So be aware of that and hope for the best. I hope that some of you can pick up some rain that'll make you feel a little better about the pattern lately, because we've been lacking moisture, but certainly we're getting some cells on Futurecast, and most of these will be coming in from the north. They'll be going south, so that's the direction today to be watching on your Storm Tracker app. Oh, and you notice too, the temperature drops, doesn't it? So it zooms up to 92 and then goes back to the 70s once we start getting some rain around. Now, that's local to the Sioux Falls area. Let's pull Futurecast out. Take a look at Aberdeen, Watertown. The same scenario to some degree, although maybe a little less numerous that direction on the rain chances. Pierre and Rapid, I would say, very isolated. The Black Hills, we might make an argument there for a couple of thunderstorms. The chances are still there tomorrow for East River folks to pick up a couple of these streaks of rain, and also now we'll include Aberdeen to Pierre a little better on Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. But it's the same storyline. These lines of rain, these little segments and spots, they just don't cover everybody. So we can argue for some rain around, but I just can't say that we're in a widespread rain scenario. Another thing to think about in the extended forecast is Friday into Saturday. We got a cold front here, finally starting to see something changing a little bit, and that can also provide some focus for some showers and thunderstorms. We've amped up our probability of rain in the Black Hills and Rapid City most, and then second place would be Pierre and Sioux Falls, and then running behind would be Aberdeen in the Northeast. Probably not as great of a setup there, just because things are kind of shifting gears to the south and west over time. So we'll see what we can generate for some rain. I would imagine parts of South Dakota will do pretty well with that. Most likely it'll be the areas that are the wettest relative to normal the past 30 to 60 days. And for Sioux Falls and the southeast, well, we're running behind normal, no doubt about that. 92 today, Sioux Falls, that dry soil heats up quickly. And then we're knocking the highs down in the 80s Thursday and Friday, maybe a 77 by Sunday. Northeast wind, that'll feel cooler, less humid. Not to say that we've had all that much humidity, but I do expect that'll be drier Canadian air at that point in the forecast. Aberdeen, a couple of hits of rain today. Tomorrow, a little bit of a disagreement on how much of that could pop up. There's a possibility we may add a 20% chance of rain there. Friday, 30%, and then after that, then the front from North Dakota comes in, and then that'll shut the rain off for the most part. Pierre and Rapid City, Friday, Saturday, I like the chances of scattered thunderstorms, and where the rain is a little more concentrated in the southwest, the temperature goes down. It'll be in the low to mid 70s both Saturday and Sunday. Check out more details on that online at KENDLELAND.com.